I'm breaking up with my BF tonight. 4 years of being his backup plan, and I finally snapped this morning. He texted me at 6 a.m. asking if I could pick him up from his friend's place because he was too hungover to drive. Same friend's place he ditched our anniversary dinner for last week. I had reservations at that Italian place downtown, the one that requires a $50 deposit per person. I sat there alone for 45 minutes before the waiter asked if my guest was still coming. I told him yes. Waited another 30 minutes. Ordered myself the cheapest pasta on the menu because I couldn't afford to lose that deposit and pay for an expensive meal. My boyfriend showed up on Instagram stories 20 minutes later. Beer pong tournament. Wearing the shirt I bought him for Christmas. So when he texted me this morning asking for a ride, I said no for the first time in 4 years. He called me 47 times. 47. I watched my phone light up over and over while I made coffee. When I finally answered around 7:30, he said I was being dramatic and that he'd just Uber then. I said, cool, do that. He hung up. Around noon, his mom texted me. What did you do to upset him? He says you're being difficult. His mom, the same woman who watched him cancel on me 3 Christmases in a row because his boys wanted to go to Vegas. The same woman who told me I should be more understanding of his need for guy time. I didn't respond. Deleted the message. Made myself lunch. Then at 2 p.m., one of his friends sent me a screenshot. Group chat from last night at 11:43 p.m. My boyfriend asking if any of them wanted his extra concert ticket for tonight. The concert I bought us tickets to 6 months ago. The one I took an extra shift at Target to afford. $89 per ticket. The one he told me this morning he was too tired to go to because he felt sick. The friend's message said, thought you should know. I'm sorry I didn't say something sooner. I guess watching me be disrespected for years finally got to him too. Or maybe he just felt guilty. Doesn't matter now. I'm sitting in the parking lot outside his apartment right now. It's 6:47 p.m. Concert starts at 8. His car's here. Silver Honda Civic with the dent in the back bumper from when he backed into a mailbox drunk, which means he lied about the Uber. I can see another friend's black truck parked next to his. He's probably playing Call of Duty. Probably forgot I existed 20 minutes after that phone call. Probably told his buddy I was being psycho again. I've got both concert tickets in my hand. Section 104 row M. I printed them out last week. Put them in a card I made. Wrote something stupid about being excited to make memories with him. The card's still sitting on my passenger seat. My hands are shaking. I played out this conversation in my head 300 times over the past 4 years. Every time he chose his friends over my birthday. Every time he said he'd change. Every time I found messages to other girls that he swore meant nothing. I always chickened out. Always convinced myself it would get better. That he'd wake up one day and realize what he had. I'm walking up to his door now. I can hear them laughing inside. Someone just yelled something about a headshot. 3rd floor apartment. Same stairs I've climbed 1,000 times carrying groceries he forgot to buy. Carrying his laundry he forgot to do. Carrying the weight of a relationship he forgot to care about. I'm knocking. Footsteps. He's opening the door in his boxers and that same Christmas shirt. His face goes from annoyed to surprised. Babe, what are you doing here? I told you I was sick. His friend is visible on the couch behind him. Pizza boxes everywhere. Mountain Dew cans. TV showing the game menu. I hand him the tickets. Both of them. Found someone who actually wants to spend time with me. His face changes. Wait, what are you talking about? Babe, come on. I really wasn't feeling good earlier. I cut him off. Your friend sent me the screenshot. You offered his ticket to the group chat last night. He starts backtracking. That was a joke. I was drunk. You know I wouldn't actually. I shake my head. I'm done. He's trying to grab my arm now. You're being crazy. It's not that deep. You're really going to throw away 4 years over concert tickets? And that's when something inside me finally breaks in the right way. I look him in the eyes. You're right. It's not that deep. Neither are you. We're done. I turn around. He's calling after me, saying I'm overreacting, that I always do this, that I'm being dramatic. His friend is quiet now. I make it down the first flight of stairs before I hear his door slam. I'm back in my car. It's 7:02 p.m. I have 2 concert tickets and no boyfriend. I text the friend who sent me the screenshot. You still want to go tonight? He responds in 30 seconds. I'll meet you there. I just realized what he does every morning. My boyfriend Tanner has this weird habit of leaving for work exactly 17 minutes earlier than he needs to. Every single day, 6:43 on the dot. His alarm goes off at 6:15. He's dressed by 6:30 and then he's out the door. I thought maybe he just liked beating traffic or stopping for coffee on the way, but his office is literally 8 minutes away and he brings coffee from home in his thermos. It didn't add up. We've been living together for 2 years and this started about 4 months ago when he switched to the morning shift. I never questioned it because honestly, I'm not a morning person. I'm usually half asleep when he kisses my forehead and leaves, but this morning I had insomnia and couldn't sleep at all. So I was wide awake when he went through his usual routine. I watched him grab his keys, check his phone, kiss my forehead like always, and head out the door. That's when I noticed something strange through our bedroom window. Instead of getting in his car, he walked directly to our neighbor's house, 2 doors down, Mrs. Earl's house. Mrs. Earl is this tiny 80-year-old woman who's lived on our street for like 30 years. Her husband died last February, and I remember seeing her at the funeral looking absolutely lost. Since then, she's been living alone. Her son lives in Oregon, and she doesn't have any other family nearby. I got curious and honestly a little concerned, so last week I actually set my alarm early and followed him. Not in a weird stalking way, I just watched from our porch with my coffee. Turns out every single morning for the past 4 months, Tanner has been helping her take her trash bins from her garage to the curb. Tuesday and Friday are trash days in our neighborhood, but he does it every day because she keeps forgetting which days they come. But here's the thing that really got me. That's not all he does. He also checks her mailbox and brings it inside for her. Sometimes she leaves a little note taped to her front door, and he'll go inside and help her reach things on high shelves, or change a light bulb, or reset her router when the internet stops working. One time I saw him programming her TV remote because she couldn't figure out how to switch inputs. The whole routine takes about 10 to 15 minutes depending on what she needs that day. I noticed he started keeping a small toolbox in his trunk around the same time. Now I know why. There's also a package of batteries, light bulbs, and even a step stool back there. Yesterday I finally asked him about it. I tried to be casual, like, hey, I saw you helping Mrs. Pearl the other day. That's really sweet. He just shrugged and said her son lives 3 states away, and someone should make sure she's okay. Like it was the most obvious thing in the world. I pushed a little more because I wanted to understand why he never mentioned it. That's when he told me the real reason. His grandma lived alone in Ohio for 6 years before she passed away when he was 19. He said his family visited when they could, but they lived 4 hours away, and his parents both worked full-time. She'd call sometimes saying she couldn't open a jar, or her TV wasn't working, or she thought she heard someone in the yard, and they'd have to talk her through it over the phone or promised to come help on the weekend. He got quiet for a second, staring at his hands. Then he said he wished someone had checked on her the way he checks on Mrs. Earl. Just someone nearby who could stop by, make sure she was okay, help with the little things that pile up when you're alone. He said his grandma died alone in her house, and they didn't find her for 2 days because nobody thought to stop by. She'd had a heart attack watching TV. His mom still cries about it. I just sat there not knowing what to say. This man I've been with for 2 years, who I thought I knew everything about, has been doing this incredibly kind thing every single morning and never mentioned it once. Not to me, not to his friends, not on social media. Not looking for credit, not trying to seem like a good person or get praise from anyone, just quietly making sure an old woman doesn't feel forgotten. Last week, Mrs. Earl gave him a batch of homemade dumplings and he told me his coworker's mom made them. He literally lied to me so I wouldn't know what he was doing. When I called him out on it yesterday, he got embarrassed and said he didn't want to make a big deal out of it. I asked him why he never told me, and he said, "I don't know, it just seemed like something I should do. It's not really a big deal. She's a sweet lady and I've got the time. But it is a big deal. To her, it's everything. And to me, it showed me exactly who he is when nobody's watching." This morning, Mrs. Pearl waved at me from her window. She had the biggest smile on her face. I'm marrying him. I don't care if he hasn't proposed yet. I'm buying the ring myself if I have to.